Yes, indeed. We're into the third and final part here. So we're going to talk about maidens. You guys, well, only Fatals roll the charisma check. Do you guys want to try roll charisma or role play to convince him?
I can do, but my charisma is the lowest out of everyone.
Well, we can see.
You'll soon learn.
You rolled what I rolled.
That's a save.
Where's my page gone? Oh, there we go.
Wow, you rolled a 1.
So just
I think,
charisma.
no, you rolled a 4. Sorry, I can't read the equation properly. Yeah, just click on where it says charisma.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. I've made
very
a
nice.
friend.
Yeah. Yeah, Christie turns to you and just goes, I'm glad someone wants to know about this, and it's good that it's our kin as well. When I say maiden, I mean the Red Matriarch. For a little bit of history for you races that might be a bit young for this, will explain that we Dragonborn were the second race on this world. Before us came the dragons themselves, and the leaders of each colour were sealed for reasons unknown. The gods decided to bestow knowledge on people that weren't worthy or wanted protection, or maybe it's a long game by our mistress Tiamat. But in any case, it appears now that plan is backfiring. The red dragon matriarch has emerged once again, and is flying around the world, causing untold destruction. So apparently any worthy people that want to join her cause again will be grouping at the lake on top of the mountain. She intends to get revenge for what was done.
I have a plan.
This plan scares me.
Does it involve
You're
a
not
farm?
destroying the clutch.
No, I'm not going to destroy anything. I just have a plan.
You're not building a giant collar. And a saddle.
No, I have a plan.
Would you like to indulge us in this plan?
Oh, we
No.
won't.
No.
This is how Adam does things. He says, I have a plan, and then never indulges anyone, not even the DM, who would be very like to know this plan.
That's alright, just have the dragon burn all his farms. That's fine.
Alright. This is going to go well.
It's going to be good. It's a good plan.
So, anyway, yeah, he goes on to explain that he was resting here for a couple of days, and then he was going to make the trek north. Several days to get to the lake on top of the mountain.
I say my clan needs to know about this.
We're probably going to head directly there now, is what I'm thinking.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
My
You
clan
guys can go there now.
needs to know now. As soon as.
He asks, he's like, what's the name of your clan then, brother?
God, I still can't pronounce that.
Balasaar of
Turner
Turneroff.
Yeah, the Turner Off clan. The
Ah.
Blues, basically.
He places like both hands on your shoulders now and says, it's good that one of the noble clans still stands. Well, you go to
Noble.
your clan leader. If what's to be planned, or what I hear to be planned to come true, we might need everyone in on this. We need to find them all.
Gotta
Gotta
catch
catch
'em
'em
all.
all.
Dragonborn.
Pretty much.
Dragon Ball Go.
So,
I would so wish I had a net right now. Just throw a net over both the Dragonborns at the same time.
I'm not
will
sure
go
they'd
well.
appreciate that.
It'd be worth it though.
So yeah, what are you guys gonna do then?
Head north.
I suppose we're here to help Dragonborn, aren't we? So
I asked
No.
him to accompany me to my clan and explain.
That's a bit unorthodox, but yes, I can see no reason why not. How far away is your clan, roughly, would you say? There you go.
Only the DM knows.
Well, I was going to say, I'll flick it over to the map for a second, so...
Depends where you want to put us.
Well, currently you guys
Or at least
are
a group
in
of us.
this hex, for the grand scheme of things, within this 5 miles. This 5 mile area. So I suppose, Chris, we could put your clan, like, I don't know, about here-ish? Good 10 miles out of town?
Oh, fair enough.
Hey, just near where the first farm was.
Well, the first farm was, like, more here. Like, literally barely even out of hex. So yeah, it'll take you another good couple of hours. Do you guys want to do anything in between now and then? Like, have a conversation or whatever?
Find out more about this dragon that we've met, whether he is.
Trustworthy and whatnot.
Can I see if there's any more farms on the way and see if I can flag them?
I'd
You
rather
can try,
not.
but every
You'd make
time
as
you
an
do, like, the
accessory.
Dragonborn's hurrying you, like, we can't stall.
Yeah, it won't take a minute.
It'll take several hours to convince people.
Can have some
I'll
whiskey.
catch up.
Can have some more whiskey.
But anyway, yeah, so, like, what do you guys ask this Dragonborn on your way through the forest and towards the
Alright.
Centeroth camp?
Are you aware of what could have happened? What might have befallen the clans?
Well, when it's kind of ancient history, we don't really know what happened as such to the clans. When the sealing happened, all the dragon matriarchs left, our society just sort of fell apart, and no one knew what to do with themselves. Am I spelling Teleroth right?
Prize history check.
For some reason, that's not... Oh, they did that properly. Yeah, Chris, you know exactly what sort of happened. It's literally a case of the Dragonborn, essentially. It's like the fall of Rome. Their entire empire just collapsed overnight, sort of thing. There have been Dragonborn emperors since then who have been trying to reunite everybody, but every time they try, it ends in failure, or they just get that little bit closer to claiming an old Dragonborn city, and they just lose it at the last hurdle.
That's gotta suck for them.
Just a bit. It sucks for quite a lot of the Dragonborn.
Like, we finally got home, and it's gone.
Pretty much. For anyone that wants to do some extra reading, like, read about the Emperor Justinian and Constantinople and all that stuff. That's kind of like how the Dragonborns have ended up, as it were. So the majority of their empire is now fractured and taken over by somebody else. Which is how people have come to use magic as wizards and whatnot. So, do you guys want to do anything else, or that the only thing you really
No,
wanted to know?
I think I suppose travel back and try to get
The way he's explaining things to you as well, he's sounding a bit crazed, is probably the best way to put it.
Are there any animals that we can kill on the way?
He sees some deer and whatnot. He's still got the deer with him. Like that he's
Okay.
murdered with his longsword, and if you get hungry or seem to be looking a bit peckish, he'll like offer you some venison straight off the bone.
Yummy.
It's for me.
Chris, can I have a chocolate?
Lightning, not fire.
So, can you see what I mean, brother? These humans, they're so inconsiderate. They think all we do is breathe fire. They
Hey.
completely forget we have control of the other elements.
Sorry for me being ignorant towards what you might be capable of, but what is your trait?
He sort of shows you his red scales. He goes like,
Fire.
I am a member of the Red Dragons. I can breathe fire, much like my mistress. I have the strongest element.
Sorry, I just didn't want to presume.
No, I can have chocolate.
That's fine. It gives you a look like if you assume I will cook on command, you'll end up child-grilled face. He seems very, very.
It does have like a 15-foot cone.
Yeah, it will like incinerate everything in front of you.
That's
We-
perfect.
We can pike it on a tree, don't worry.
We'll put it on a tree and then move 15 feet away.
Barbecue time!
Oh.
Alright then, after a few hours you guys arrive at the Turneroth camp. It's a bit run... Well, I'll let Chris sort of describe it if he wants. This is his camp.
I think Robin Hood and the Prince of Thieves.
There's not many of you here.
Yeah.
I like it. So yeah, it's all like makeshift houses and they've placed them where other. And Chris, your clan chief, walks up to you. What's your relation to this clan chief? Is he like your father, uncle?
Just clan chief.
Okay then. So,
Nailed her.
So if he is your father, you don't know at this point in time.
You might be your brother.
We all look alike.
It's like,
well, slight differences.
who will you relate? How do I relate to you again?
Well, that's just the thing. Like, if it was son or something like that, the response would be different. But no,
No, my clan is literally what's most important, and I've just served the clan up until this point.
yeah. As you arrive at the camp, you sits there and just bellows, "Balasaar, 'tis good to see you. And you haven't been gone long. What brings you back so soon?"
I bring dire news, and then bring forward the other one, Max.
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 Mighty Max. Maximilian.
This is now becoming the best NPC ever created. He's just called Max. Yeah, as he, introduces Max, they have this back and forth conversation in Dragonborn that you two can keep up with, but in subtitles really, really quickly. It's pretty much like how the red dragon has come back from the ceiling that's been caught in her several decades ago. And the blue clan leader is a bit shocked by the news and urges Max to come inside his tent. And he says to all of you, like, if you don't mind, this is urgent business between elders. We will let you know what we plan to do. And what do you guys do for the next few minutes? You're kind of standing in a encampment surrounded by literally
I
giant
want
walking
Adam,
lizards.
knowing that smirk on his face, to behave. There's
Do you have
an
any
entire
whiskey?
camp of me and worse.
It's like,
Do not,
Oh,
just do not start shit in here.
you bring me to a place that's very populated. It's like temptation.
You won't win.
Yeah, you will not win.
I kind of wanted to steal some paperwork again.
Paperwork from here wouldn't get you much in Earthwall.
But I would out here.
What?
You'd also be somewhat disregarded on site with the paperwork.
I know.
There is
You would
no
also
other.
be evaporated from the amount of lightning that would come your way.
Just to give you an idea, Adam, the only 3 people out of place is you, Christie, and Darren. That's it.
And this clan is slow to trust others.
Very slow.
Well, that's a good thing I can understand them.
Yeah, it's a good thing you could just keep up with the conversation. But anyway, after a few minutes, I assume you guys really aren't going to do much other than sit there and look around a bit bewildered and bemused that
Twiddle
this
your
is here.
thumbs.
But afterwards,
I
the
go
blue
round
clan
asking
chief comes out and Max comes out behind him and there's a very, very old blue dragon that's using a stick to get around with. And the clan chief says to Balasaar, "Balasaar, we will accompany Max and take our clan to the mountain. There is a lake on the mountain somewhere.
It's at the top.
It's not quite at the top, but it's in the mountains somewhere. If you wish to find us, we will be there with Max." I assume Chris is going to whisper something to me in chat.
I
No,
can see
can
it.
you hear my taps?
Mm-mm.
No, it's fine.
All I can see is like Moonsshadow is typing. So I thought you were whispering.
No, I don't know how.
/W, I think, and then type in my name afterwards. Like you would whisper in game. I think. Do a quick check message to see if it actually works.
Yeah, it is. It's /W,
Yeah.
then name, then message.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
I
I
got
was
something
going to do
right.
something as the clan leader came out of the tent, but you've moved on too quick.
Oh, well, what
I was
were you going to do when the
type in
clan
his
leader
name
came
as
out the
John
tent?
Cena!
What?
Yeah, and his name is John Cena.
You know.
But no, in all seriousness, like he tells you that they're going to go to the lake in the mountains and see what they can do to help the Dragonborns regain what they lost.
Do
If
I
it's all
need
possible.
to go with them?
The choice is yours. You can accompany them, though he sort of glances at your companions and says that we don't trust what they are. One of them leeches from us, the other two are questionable at best. Less than questionable at best, actually.
Leeches?
I just go high in Dragonborn to him. It's like, yo.
Yeah, as soon as you say
Serious
hi, he
reaction.
lets out a roar that
It's
echoes.
just like, what
There
the
is
fuck?
no way. There's no other way to describe this. If he wasn't Dragonborn, you would swear he was a full-grown dragon. That's how loud he shouts.
I just surprised the fuck out.
Well, what he shouts, Christie and Darren can't understand it, but Chris can, and the viewers do his subtitles. He just shouts usurper in a full bellow.
Wow, you really don't like me.
I just sit there, just
You don't
not
want me to
phased. and
translate
just-
that.
I just sit there twiddling my thumbs, looking around.
Yeah, and somewhat scared now there's big hulking Dragon Balls as he yelled. But he doesn't look like a slouch either, Adam. If you were to go toe-to-toe with him, he would put you in the
Kick my
ground.
ass.
Yeah. And that's unarmed. And you don't want to think what weapons he's got.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you left quite a sour impression by saying hi in a language.
Yeah. It's like, hi.
Hey, no. Sorry.
I think I shall shuffle my friends out now. We're going this way.
Well, at least I
Okay,
left
then.
an impression.
Best of luck on your travels, Balasaar. You know where to find us.
Is that without us?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll slot. I just literally
It's like, you-
hands on Adam's
come on.
back, just keep walking, just move away.
As you're walking, his tone has changed from like full-on rage to very authoritative. But there's like a ton of command. As soon as he shouts an order, you don't hear much back beyond yes.
Yep.
in Draconic. And you just hear like stuff come, not really down in a almighty clatter, but it's coming down quick. So these guys are obviously packing up pretty quick and moving out. So where do you guys go from here?
If we can't follow up this one, I suppose we could go back to another mission we were following.
I was gonna say I've got to collect whatever it is for the notice that was started off. I take it there's a reward.
There was a slight reward, yeah, it was only 10 gold, not 10 gold, sorry, 10 silver reward. They just wanted to know what was going on, really.
I whispered to Chris, I've got something to show you.
Couldn't sound creepy at all.
And should we carry
Do I
on
wanna know?
to the next quest or go back to base?
I have one quite far away.
Because you had one in Eastwatch, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yep, and Eastwatch is quite a ways away.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't believe the rule on the hex, because the hex grid underneath this is different.
That's like
We're better
Almost.
off stopping in the town, handing this one over, and then moving off.
Yeah.
that's like 80 miles.
It's not 80 miles, Adam. If I move that to the GM layer...
It's pure white.
Yep.
Why is it not
That's
brought
all we
up the
say.
Here
grid?
comes Santa Claus.
We're in the ether right now,
Winter's
hasn't worked.
come.
with name tags.
Never mind then. Not that, but...
Oh god.
Oh, that's
there we go.
better.
That's where it is. It's on the map layer.
Oh dear god,
Yeah,
that is...
those little hexes are meant to
Yeah.
be more accurate, but I couldn't get it to work, so... There we go. Now it should be how it was.
Yeah, we're gonna be a while. We get to East what?
Well, those little hexes are meant to be the equivalent of 1 mile, as opposed to 5.
Unless we head by...
So it's a more
Okay,
detailed map, but... Again, my original plan was to put this straight into the grid, and that way you guys could edit a hex in the grid, but this wouldn't scale to the grid properly.
Alright.
I found a few things online. I could probably fix it by next week. It'll take a lot of effort.
So, where are we going?
Back to
Back to
town.
Earthwall.
Well, on the way back, I want to stop off at that first farm.
Don't you dare
Okay.
go killing any of the cows.
No, I'm not gonna kill them.
Yeah, no. You can stop off at that first farm on the way as you swing back around. It's the scene you left,
Adam,
essentially.
What?
Adam, we can start cow tipping.
As you guys get back, though, it's getting quite late into the afternoon. The sun's starting to dip quite low. You could probably make it back to Earthwall before nightfall fully kicks in.
I want to try and claim this other farm.
Okay, you knock on the door, and the old lady comes back out to you again. I won't put the map up because it's just going to be a pain. Mainly because I deleted it. But, you know, she opens the door and... Oh, it's you again. Oh, you've got a new friend with you. How nice.
Yeah, he's a bit of a tall lad.
How can I help you? You're...
So, the mayor of... I'll make up a town. Has claimed this land as his, and I'm here to take control of it, and I'll show the forged document. I do the
Would you like
same
to
sort
give
of
me a deception? Is that deception?
I'm
14.
technically not with him.
Yeah, Adam. As she looks at the document, she sits there and goes, I'm afraid you're mistaken, young man, you see. And she, like, hands you the document and goes back in and pulls out one that was... looks a lot more official than yours. Like, you've missed a couple of... You notice, like, you missed a couple of details, but
But
it's
now
like
I
little
can
things,
amend
like
it.
specific stamps that look quite hard to forge. I'm afraid
now-
that the farm is mine. Now, please leave. Thank you.
But now I can amend my document to make it more official.
There will be a few skill checks involved
Yeah,
to make the
yeah.
stamps and get it all made without
Yeah,
getting
well.
caught.
Yeah.
But and Christie, she does see you and she says, "Oh, thank you, by the way, for helping me get my farm back on track. I appreciate the cows.
Don't worry.
I think one of them though is a bit hard to milk. It's only got one nipple on the udder."
I'll
As
see
a
if I can
control,
get you
That
some
one's not a
women.
cow, and its name is Norman.
I could resist doing that one then. Did you guys want to do anything else here? Or are you going to head straight back into town?
No, head back into town, I would say.
Yep.
Okay then. As you guys get back into town, it's literally falling into night now. The guards are swapping out. And as you come up to the gate and everything, the guards say, welcome back. Take it steady now. We're about to close the gates and ask people what their business will be in town if they come close. I hear the Carpenter's Arms is going to be a good place to go tonight. They've got a bit of a tournament on.
Yay.
Some fancy
Yep.
lords shown up.
Okay.
I so want to beat the crap out of him.
Oh, Adam. Oh, Adam. So, right, Christie, you want to go...
And
Collect
claim
a
my
reward.
reward. Yeah.
Yep, it's just, you go to the mayor's house, the mayor's place is as described before, very oriental and pagoda-like. Guard out front stands at the gate as you approach.
Yep.
And he
Yeah,
doesn't say a word, he sort of looks down at you.
Yeah, I show the bit of paper and say I've come to claim. Looking up with big eyes.
He sort of looks down at you, turns it over and hands you like a piece of charcoal and sort of gestures to write down what you know, like what the situation was.
Oh, and I go to the dwarf and go, I want my drink. He promised me a drink.
Yep, we'll get onto that in a minute, Adam.
Yeah.
So,
I scribble out basically what happens and
okay,
there's right then he first, then here we go.
he looks at it and folds it up very, very neatly and puts it sort of in his sash out the way.
I'll
From
quite
his
happily
pocket.
explain any details that were missed or any questions.
Hmm?
I'll quite happily explain any questions he's got.
He doesn't like say a word. He's completely silent. He never says a word.
It's just like,
Anything he
yeah.
does is kind of like hand gesturing and nodding. Think like the Royal Guard.
Yeah.
So they never budge. Except he probably laughs and smiles because he's wearing a mask. But he hands you your reward of 10 silver.
Right then, whiskey or me, back to the pub.
Okay.
Yep.
I also
Adam,
wanted to
did you
check
go
up
straight
with
to the pub?
No, I want to check up with the mage.
Oh, right.
First.
Yeah.
Check
So
that
you go to the library. There's crickets chirping. You can hear the sound of monks humming prayers away because it's the church is right. The temple is right next door.
Mm.
Do you do the same as before? You like approach and knock at the
Yep.
door, on the sliding door.
Yep.
Yeah. As you approach, again, it's an elf in fine robes. They've got their arms crossed, so they're in sleeves. They sort of float towards you. There's no sound of anything on the wood. It's not the same elf that you had before, but as
He
far as you can
knows.
tell, they look the same. Not to sound racist, but you know, it's the same skin tone. But the Shaolin dots are different. How can I help you?
I came by earlier about this, and I hold up the Goblin Clan cloth,
Ah,
and I want to know what that symbol means.
she gestures to you to take a seat in this nice waiting area, and also asks you very kindly, could you please remove your boots?
Told you.
Okay.
Yeah, at least she said before, like Adam even stepped on the wood. And
Yeah.
it's a really nice polished mahogany wood floor. Doesn't squeak, doesn't bend, it feels brilliant underfoot, not even a splinter or a stone. And she floats off to a desk, looks at a couple of folders and starts flicking through, and picks one up and brings it over to you and hands it to you and goes, "This is everything we have."
I would take a read and have a look.
Yeah, it's written in like Elven one half and Common on the bottom bit of the page, like split in half.
Yeah.
And it's actually the symbol for a mining company. They call themselves the Broken Sword Mining Company.
Well, that's going to be a bit more confusing now. A goblin mining company raids a farm and attacks us with a crossbow leading an attack. That is really goddamn confusing.
I love
With a
that you jump,
symbol that looks like the same as the fist on the Dragonborn
Yeah.
shield.
I like the fact you
That was the
immediately
fist.
jump to these conclusions. But as you like go to read on, you found out that the company was founded like a good 30 or 40 years ago, and they just went bust overnight.
Hmm.
So it's just a company logo this clan has picked up and just went, "Well, have it. It's good."
Well, I'm going to do as the goblins did and say, it looks good, I'll have it. It is now going to be mine.
Okay then. So you can put that down in your character sheet then.
Yep.
It's a nice little bit of development.
I've got to try and remember how to do this.
To edit it, you need to click on the pencil on the top.
Yeah.
and then click the gear.
It's now The fatal farmstead dignia cloth. There we go. I have now set up a business.
You could always have the smith hammer up you a brand.
That's happening. That is happening.
Yeah. So I'm guessing now, like, all you guys will converge on the Carpenter's Arms.
Yeah.
There's something else I'm forgetting. So there's meant to be this noble person at the thing tonight, yeah?
Yep. Some noble lord has shown up.
Can I try and disguise myself as a noble?
You can do, yes.
I attempt that then.
Okay, then make a disguise check for me, please.
How do I do that?
Is there not a disguise
Deception?
skill?
No, there's deception.
Nah.
Oh, in that case, then I believe it will be deception.
Oh, wow. That's such a bad one. I automatically know that's not going to work.
You
No,
just
no,
literally
you
put
think
the
you've
cloth
done
on your head.
Good, you know, you pulled out your disguise kit, you found like a pool or something to use as a mirror, and you hastily like stick on a false nose and a fake moustache. It just looks silly. But in your mind, no, this is going to work. This is good. This is good.
I go up to the first person that I see in the street that sort of would know me and just sort of say hi to him.
A lot of people just sort of like give
Sit
you this weird look, like, what is it with noble people and overly sized moustaches?
Definitely not
silly.
Blitzcrank.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
what
much.
I'm thinking right now. It's like, this is so not going to work. Well, it's going to make for an interesting...
Well, I was going to say, you guys can bump into Adam as you'll end up back at the Carpenter's Arms. In fact, I'll go as far as to say that.
Is this after his disguise attempts?
Yes, I
I
would
would
argue.
just burst out laughing in his face. He looks
that-
like Charlie Chaplin.
At that point, I automatically know this isn't good. It's just... Hang on, lads.
Yeah,
I'm
you have
just
a-
going to go wash it.
Were we supposed to
Take
come
it
in
off.
fancy dress?
I just go and take it all off and go as normal.
Yeah, okay then. Right. Let's move you guys over to the bar. Which was...
What were you attempting to do again?
I was trying to...
This guy's
Like a
himself as a
noble.
noble.
Yeah,
Didn't quite work.
I had such grand plans for that.
Yeah. Best
Oh,
laid plans for mice man. But yeah, as you guys get in, it's quite crowded in here. Like, crowded more than usual. But they're all sort of huddled around the brown circle, which is this fighting pit. Well, I say a pit, it's literally where the floor has been carved out.
Damaged.
And, well, not damaged. They've, like, deliberately removed the stone floor and made it a dirt pit, so that way, like, if you're thrown to the floor, it's not going to break a bone.
Mm.
On hard stone. What's your perception at Adam without a roll? Like, what's the modifier again?
+3.
Okay, as you walk in, you instantly recognise the guy in the pit.
Oh, is it the guy that I kicked his ass last time, or? Oh no, it can't be the guy that. Is it
The noble.
Does it tie in with my? No, it's.
It
I think
ties
I
in
know
with
where
your
he's going.
backstory.
Yeah.
Which is
Oh,
why
this
you
is not going to go
instantly recognise him. He doesn't seem to have noticed you though. Like, he's too busy fighting.
well.
Let's stick this model in.
Well, this is going to get a bit more interesting now.
It is indeed.
He is not going to be too happy with me.
Well, it depends. So what are the rest of you guys going to do whilst Adam is watching this fight?
Go see if the halfling's actually offering the whiskey she promised.
Yeah. Well,
I
I'm
was
gonna
just
go
about
and
to
buy
say
the
that as well.
whiskey. One of those black dog bottles.
Okay, 2 gold. Well, 2 gold per person, please, little miss.
Both 3 bottles, so 6 gold.
Okay, and if you're all drinking it, please roll me a Constitution save.
Right. Oh, I live.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, not
Oh.
quite, Darren.
Where is Constitution?
If you look at where your stats are on your core sheet, and then just slightly to the right.
Should I roll when I've got something that ties in with me?
There we go.
I
We'll
think
move you and we'll put you there.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna avoid the drink for now.
Oh, 22. My Constitution.
Yeah.
And I have a
Yeah.
pretty good reason why.
You can do it.
So, yeah, Chris and Christie, you two are both fine. Darren, unfortunately, pink elephants are on parade. But you are on an LSD trip that's quite hard and quite unimaginable to see. So hard, in fact,
Okay.
we don't have the budget to animate it. It's that hard a trip.
Oh. I'm a free spirit, mate.
Yeah, no one tells me what to do. Unless whiskey's involved. Then I'll have some whiskey.
Didn't even realise that could link that.
But, yeah, you can link anything in that character sheet. It seems a bit flawed in that.
Yeah.
But anyway, as you guys are having these drinks, like the dwarf pats you on the shoulder, Chris, and says, you see? You've gotten used to it now. And you, little miss, I'm quite impressed with. Not a lot of people can withstand this kind of scotch. Your friend, on the other hand... he like, pauses after that point, he goes over to your character down, like, tries to take a heartbeat or a pulse. He tries to find something.
Do I have to lightning him in the chest to get him up again?
Yeah.
Just clear.
He gets really panicked after a while because he can't feel anything. He just puts a mirror underneath and he just sees the breath come out. And
Can I
Alive.
just roll over and almost slap him to the side?
Yeah.
yeah, if you want to roll a strength check if you're trying to deliberately go for it, just doing it as RP.
Yeah. Well. What? Fuck it. Hey!
Yeah, no,
Evil.
you sort of roll over and try to swing at him and he goes, ah! He's alive! He's alive!
He's alive.
Oh. And he just literally throws sweat off his forehead. He seems very unsure about all this. Well, unsure about Darren's fate, but he's relieved now that he doesn't have a murder in his head. Or man, what if he manslaughter? Thinking about it.
Probably
Maybe second
manslaughter.
degree.
Yeah.
It was his choice.
Anyway, what are you going to do?
No, it
about
wasn't.
him?
Well, I'm currently watching this fight go down. I take it he's just like wrestling this guy and.
Yeah, they're doing like the boxing match from Sherlock Holmes.
Where's his like usual equipment?
He has left it sort of down here at the back of the room. He's got a couple of guys looking after it.
How big are these guys?
About the same build as you. They seem built for fighting.
So they're pretty big.
I would
I'd
say
offer to help if I
big.
wasn't, like, preoccupied.
Well, you could go for the hangover cure if you really want to.
This is where it gets a bit tricky for me. It's like, do I try and calm him down a bit, or do I just go for the murder on him, or try and avoid
Create
him
a
at all
distraction.
costs?
As you're sort of debating all this through, you then like hear everyone suddenly go dead silent in one go, and you just see the guy who's fighting get thrown clean out of the ring. And then does this voice go, "Where did that come from?" As this guy gets thrown bodily out and knocked out, and it's this guy that remains standing, completely unfazed by what's happened.
Oh, I hope he hasn't seen me yet.
He doesn't appear to have taken any notice of you. He sort of walks up to the one of the dwarven bar assistants and pulls open his jacket and grabs a coin bag out and goes over to the others and to his bodyguards and sits on his bag and sort of snaps his fingers, and they give him a stool to put his feet up on. And he starts declaring to the body, anybody else that feels like they can take on whatever name he's going to have. I was waiting for Adam to give me one. I may just go on. No.
Nah, I'm not coming up with anything at the moment.
Anyone that feels like they're up to taking on Lord Maxwell, feel free. And he points to the guy that's on the ground. He's completely flat out. You're not even sure if he's alive or not, but hopefully he's still breathing. So he points at him as like, this is the result of what you're going to get if you fight me.
I sort of go, alright then, short ass, let's get this done.
Alright then, let's make it a bit more interesting, shall we?
What do you mean, interesting?
Well, you seem quite well armed, sir. And he reaches down the side of his bag and he pulls out a really nice, I can't think of the name for it now, but the Japanese style short sword. Shinto. Is it a Shinto? I thought it was a Wasaki. But anyway, he pulls out one of those and says, I'm well armed myself. Why don't you and I have a gentleman's duel, if you will? First one to draw blood from the chest.
Ooh.
What do you say?
Ah, fuck it, why not?
Make things a bit more interesting and like the entire crowd gets behind him.
Can I make a bet?
Go on then, you wuss.
I kind of want 5 gold on this. Not on Adam.
Yeah, where do you guys put in the chat box where you guys place your bets?
I'd obviously try, but nah. I'm not entirely sure what kind of god I have.
Oh, yeah, we didn't do that. We can do that really quick, actually. Roll for me, please. If you go in the tab and type /R, he says it's going to equipment really quick because there's a whole page for it.
Yep.
/R 2d4.
Oh, right.
Okay, you have 50 gold plus whatever you would get from your background, which we'll sort out afterwards or before next time or whenever.
So 65.
Chris, full of confidence there.
I saw you brick yourself when you walked in.
It's like, if you knew why, well, hopefully he still hasn't recognised me yet.
Well, so I was sorting out stuff for Darren. So are you placing a bet, Darren, or?
I might have to actually take the hangover kill to actually be coherent.
Oh, that's quite true, actually. Yeah, you're out like a well, like a drunkard. Okay then. So Adam, would you give me an initiative, please?
Oh, I forgot to click on my bloody character.
I know, it's a pain, isn't it?
Oh wow.
Oh, fuck.
Oh
Just
wow,
wow.
this is
Oh,
going to
you
be
rolled a
interesting.
1.
Well, I'm guaranteed last.
Okay, right, so Lord Maxwell. He's going to get an initiative of that many's. Yep, he's going to get the first move.
He beats me just with almost his plus.
Yep.
That's the same initiative as me.
11. Sort of descending. Okay, so first round, he just goes in to lunge at you straight away with his short sword. Plus 5. I will admit, I did plan this, but I didn't plan it for this week. I planned it ahead for next week. One of those things, 13
Nope.
versus AC.
Nope.
Right, it swings pretty close, but doesn't quite hit home. You notice how he's holding the blade sort of backwards.
So he's trying for the uppercut swing.
Yeah, sort of. As opposed to swinging the blade with his wrist facing him, his wrist is flat against you. It's not a fighting style you're used to. Put it that
It's
way.
a bit unorthodox because
Yeah.
I've sort of seen this fight style before, but I'm like, not a lot of people use it.
Yeah, his fighting style is very Asian. Like it's
Yeah,
acrobatic and swingy, but it's your go. Goes for the swing and misses.
I just go for the classic great sword attack.
Hey, if it ain't broke.
Wow.
Okay, your blow hits home and it hits hard.
It's a bit hard to argue with that one.
So yeah, like his blade is swung wide and he sort of looks up and sees the sword coming down. He manages to get his head out the way in time, but your blow comes straight down on his arm and he just screams out in pain. And he holds up his left hand and just shouts, "Yield! Yield! I yield!" Ah! He really clutches hold tight to his arm now and says, "That was a good blow, sir. A very good blow. I underestimated your swing with that sword. It's quite impressive. It reminds me of
Reliable.
someone."
I don't know who you're on about, but this is old reliable.
And he like holds out his hand as like to shake you and help him up.
Yeah, I grab his arm that isn't injured
Yeah, he's holding out his left hand to you,
and just pull him up.
and as you help him up, you notice his grip has tightened. Like he's well aware of who you are now.
I kick him in the shin to knock him back down.
He winces when you do, but his grip hasn't let go, and he doesn't even let the pain of the shin bother him more than his arm.
Wow.
And he just points out like, "It's nice to see you again, Fatal. It's very nice to see you again."
Really
And he walks off with his attendants in tow, and they intend to bandage him up. And we shall leave that there, because that's a good place to end it on, a nice bit of mystery.
It's a mystery.
Yeah, so it's down to Adam if he wants to explain what's going on to that one next time. XP-wise, let's dial out the XP, shall we? You each get... Oh, hang on, it's gone. No bother. Okay, my random attack generator just got rid of everything. So I just need to find what it was that attacked you, or just divvy up the XP, so bear with me. So how did everyone enjoy themselves? Whilst I
Yeah, it's
do this
okay.
bit?
Yeah. I remember like the completion of quests sort of thing.
Yeah. I did debate when I was making everything, like, do I give you XP for completing quests or killing monsters? And I decided on killing monsters, because you guys face more monsters than quests.
Okay.
And the game gets a bit more interesting when you get a bit higher up.
Whoops.
Wrong thing to click. Oops, and there goes
Back
round.
phone to
I
tell me that
suppo-
45 minutes is up.
I suppose I can show everyone why I was a bit hesitant about that fight.
You can do, yeah. Yeah, you each gain 25 experience points.
But that's pretty much why I was hesitant on it, because I kind of fleeced him and he ain't too happy.
Yeah.
Who haven't you fleeced along this short journey so far?
Well,
But why would a guy happily challenge you to a fight with a short sword versus a great sword?
his fighting style.
There are ways and things that will happen in future. Let's put it that
Okay.
way. But things are starting to come about on Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes, so thank you very much for watching. When's good for everybody next week? Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
In which case then, we shall see you all next week. Until then, bye bye.